Hello, everyone. So very informal demo. What we want to do is we're looking to make a payment. In order to do so using crypto, I need to be inside an ONPASSIVE account, okay? And also inside my crypto account. So wherever my crypto funds are, right, I need to be there, okay? So let's do screen share. Here I am inside this ONPASSIVE account. So you can see that it has the balance of 107 coin, right? And you don't see any OConnect. So that means I've not purchased OConnect in this account, right? Everyone seen that?
Yes.
Okay. And so I want to go to Marketplace, right? So click on Marketplace, and we can see it here again, okay? Get it now for OConnect. So I simply click on that, get it now, right? And I just scrolled all the way down, okay? And I'm going to click the subscribe button. Okay? Click subscribe. Okay. And then open that up. All right. And so I want to pay with crypto. Okay. So I just click pay with crypto. All right. And then click confirm order. But of course, I always make sure it says 143 where total payable coin is. All right. 143. Okay. The 107 is already there. So I know that I'm in a correct account. I know it's a founder's account. It's not a customer account, because if it was a customer account, it would only show 10 coin, okay? But it's a founder's account. That's why it shows 107. I don't check or uncheck anything. I just come down to where it says to pay, and I want to pay with crypto. I check that already, and then I click confirm order, okay? So once I click confirm order, this page comes up, right? Rocket Fuel, okay? Which is the crypto merchant that ONPASSIVE is using. So it tells you I want to pay 143 US. Okay. So if I click that, pay with Rocket Fuel. Okay. So then the OES page now becomes the Rocket Fuel page for the payment. Right. And then it's asking me, how do I want to pay? Okay. So I want to pay using, let's use Bitcoins, okay? So if I click on pay with Bitcoin, okay, this gives you some instructions, but it's basic stuff, so you can read it and all of that, but I'm just gonna click off it, okay? Because all I really need from here is the price, right? Or the amount rather, the amount of Bitcoins that I need to pay, right? So in this case, it's 0.00537044. Okay, that's what I need to pay. So I just need that information, and I also need the information of the wallet address. So I don't use the QR code. I just simply copy the address that is here. Okay, so that's where I need to send the funds. I need to send this amount of Bitcoin. Okay, so 0.00, which is basically the equivalent, right? If you take this and convert it over, it's going to be 143 plus whatever fee that Rocket Fuel is charging. Okay, so it's not OES, it's not ONPASSIVE that's charging the additional fee. I think it's maybe like $5 or something like that. Okay, but you can always take this number and put it into your browser and say, okay, how much USD is that? And so you'll see exactly what the amount is. Okay, it's probably like 148 or something like that. Okay, but the bottom line is this is the amount that I need to send, right? And I already said that I'm sending Bitcoin, okay? So therefore I want to copy this address and we're good, okay? So I'm gonna go over it. Sure.
When last we was doing this example, it was 55 and some other numbers. So is it that point it fluctuates?
Yes, because Bitcoins is not a fixed right? It's not a fixed currency. Just like how your TT dollars is not fixed, right? It changes. Today, whatever it is compared to the US dollar, it's going to be different tomorrow. It's going to be different the next day and so on. Even within the same day, the price could be different, right? Same thing, or Jamaican dollars or Canadian dollars or whatever. Okay, currencies fluctuate all the time. So cryptocurrency also fluctuate all the time, okay? The reason why we withdraw, the company allows us to withdraw with USDT, TRC20, is because it's referred to as a stable coin. It doesn't really fluctuate. It's, 99% of the time, it's equivalent to $1 US. So 1 USDT is usually equivalent to $1 US. So it doesn't fluctuate, okay? Whereas this now, we know Bitcoin, 1 Bitcoin is around 27,000 US dollar, okay? And so that will go up, it will go down, right? It used to be 500, okay? Now it's 27,000. It used to be 60,000. Now it's 27,000, okay? It does fluctuate, okay? Not that dramatic swing in a short period of time, right? But of course, over time, right? So over the years, back in 2017, it could have been somewhere between $500 and $1,000 per coin, okay? So if you had bought some Bitcoin back then, and you held it until now, okay, your 1,000 or whatever it was would be worth 27,000, okay, today in just a few years. Okay, but we're not here for that. Okay, we just want to focus on making a payment, and that's it. Okay, so I need to have this open as well as my Kraken account open. So we're going in here, and what we want to do is we want to do a withdraw. Okay, I'm not converting anything. At this point, I can buy, I can sell, I can convert, I can deposit, I can withdraw. What I want to do is I want to withdraw, taking some money out of here, some currency out of here, right? And I'm putting it into the rocket fuel, who's going to then send it to ONPASSIVE. Okay? Right. So everyone is clear what's happening. Okay? So I want to withdraw. And when I go to withdraw, okay, I just choose what am I going to withdraw. So am I withdrawing USDT, because I could do that, right? Or, wherever else, so in this particular account that I'm using right now, we do have some USDT, right? That's there. And we also have some Bitcoin. So you can see there's like 0.25843 Bitcoins, right, is available, right? And you can also see Tether, which is USDT, right? There's like 1,158, right, US, that's available, okay? It's shown also in Canadian dollars because this is a Canadian account, okay? So you would not see this in Canadian dollars because you're not in Canada, okay? So that's how that works, right? So bottom line is I want to take it from here because I'm using Bitcoin. I already told the system that I'm going to pay with Bitcoin. So when I come here to withdraw, I have to make sure it's Bitcoin's what I'm withdrawing, okay? And you can only withdraw what you have, okay? So if you don't have no Bitcoins, you can't withdraw Bitcoins, okay? So I'm withdrawing that in the network. So I have two choices, Bitcoin or Lightning. It's Bitcoin network I want, okay? So I'm withdrawing from there, all right? And so down here now, it's asking me, what is the amount? Okay? How much Bitcoin am I gonna withdraw? Okay? So all I'm going to do is come back over here and just copy this amount. Okay? Just copy this amount. That's all I have to copy, and I paste it over there. Okay? Now, because I already have some address already set up, okay, but I'm going to go through the process and set up a new address so you see how that works. Okay, so I'm going to copy the address first, where I want to send it to, copy, okay, and then I come back over to Kraken. I'm going to put add new withdrawal address. I'm going to call it Nestle. Yes, so I'll just give it a description. I can make it anything I want. And I put the withdrawal address here, okay, and then I just add withdrawal address. Okay, so I put the description, which could be anything you want it to be, right? That's just for your purpose, so you know what that address corresponds to, okay? And so I'll put Neslin test, OES. Okay? So I just add a withdrawal, okay? So what they do to make sure that I'm the one that's doing this, they actually want to confirm the information that I just put in. Okay, how do they do that? They send me, right, or whoever the account belongs to, they send that account an email, okay? And then you have to go to that email and click the link just to say that, yes, I confirm it, okay? And I have 1 hour to be able to do that, okay? So I click on OK. So now I'm gonna go away. Okay, I'm just gonna stop sharing for a quick second. I'm gonna go to the email. Okay, and pull it up and click confirm address. Then a window pops open and tells me a proven withdrawal address. Then it comes back, says successful address approval. The address is now ready to be used for withdrawals. That's it. Okay, so now I can come back over here and then click on back sharing. So we can share again. Okay, go back to that screen. Okay, so we're back here. Okay, so I've done that. So it's very, very simple and straightforward to add an address. So now the system knows, okay, I have this address that I can use to withdraw. Okay, so now I'm going to go to withdrawal amount. So I go back to here, I just copy this, copy the number. I don't need to copy BTC, I just copy the actual number itself, right? And I come back over into Kraken and I put that number there, okay? See that? I just paste the number in. Now, there's a fee, okay? There's a fee that Kraken is going to charge to send it to Rocket Fuel, okay? So Rocket Fuel charges a fee to send it to ONPASSIVE. Kraken or whichever platform you're using will charge a fee to send it to wherever you want it to go, okay? But the fee is tiny. It's like 0.00005 BTC is what they charge. It tells you right here, it's a fixed number, okay? This is like $1 and change, like $1.35, something like that, US. Okay, so it's not anything, okay? But I need to add that fee onto this number. The number that I need to send to Rocket Fuel, I need to add it on there. Okay, they don't automatically do it for you. Some platforms will do that, some wallets. Okay, this particular one, Kraken, does not add it. So you have to add it, because if you don't add it, they're going to subtract that fee from what you're trying to send to Rocket Fuel, and then you will not send enough to Rocket Fuel. Okay, so basically it's 4 zeros and a 5. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, and then this is a 5. Okay, so basically 37 plus 5 is 42. All you mathematicians out there, real difficult stuff, right? Okay, so that's it. So this is what I'm sending over, okay? And you guys can check it on your own. I'm sending 0.00542 BTC, okay? If I really want to check what that, how much is that, I can copy it. I can copy it, go to a tab, and just put it in there, BTC to USD. Click. Okay, and it's going to tell me it's 149.25 cents. Okay, so that means this transaction is costing me $6.25. So that's the fee, the dollar something that Rocket Fuel, that Kraken charges to send Rocket Fuel, and the fee that Rocket Fuel charges to send to ONPASSIVE. Okay, so combined total is $6. Okay, you guys can see the screen, right? So it's 143 is what OConnect cost, and then the difference between 143 and 149.25, okay, is the $6.25. Okay. So then I just go back to where I was.
So that is always that way, right? That 6.25 is always to be added.
Yes, so, but again, you're not adding a dollar amount, okay? Remember now, you're not, the only thing you're adding, Neslin, is this 0.0005 fee, okay? Rocket Fuel already built in their fee. It's already built into that number. The number that I copied from Rocket Fuel, this number here, right? If I copy this, right, just so you see, and I come back here, and I put this figure in, okay? And then go like this, it is 147.89. Okay, you can see that figure? 147.89 USD. So Rocket Fuel is saying, send us $147.89. Okay, out of that, they're gonna give ONPASSIVE 143, because that's what OConnect costs. Right? And so they are going to keep the difference. You understand?
Excuse me, Michael.
Sure.
Is that a fixed number?
No, it's not. It's not fixed because the currency changes. It fluctuates, right? But it's more or less, more or less the same though. Unless Bitcoin, jump through the roof or something like that, or drops through the floor, right? Because it can go either way. It's around that number. So around $148. Right? So it's around $5 or so is what the fee that you're charging. Okay.
Okay.
But for what we're doing, we don't need to worry about the fee, changing so much on us, because it's based upon a short-term transaction, right? We're not trying to invest in Bitcoins or cryptocurrency or any of that stuff. We simply want to be able to take our money and make a payment. That's all, and then we're done. Okay, so there's nothing to do with investing and gains and losses and any of that stuff. Okay, but fees, just like when you use your credit card company charges you a fee. Okay, and the fees are around $5 that the credit card company charges. Okay, so it's similar, right? Now, depending on the platform that you use, they may charge a lot more than what Kraken is charging. I have another platform that I use, and they charge $20. Okay, another platform will charge $13 and so on. Okay, the reason why I recommend Kraken is because the fees are very, very low. You're charging $1 something, right? Okay, so that's a very low fee. We can't do anything about the Rocket Fuel charge because that's the merchant that ONPASSIVE is using. Okay, and they're using that platform again because the fees are similar to what a credit card would charge. Bear in mind, depending on the currency that you use, the fee will also vary. If I'm using USDT, for example, Kraken is going to charge around $8 to send USDT. Again, every company has to make money, right? So Kraken is not doing this for free. Rocket Fuel is not doing it for free, right? Because that's how they make their money. They make their money through these transaction fees. Okay, Kraken makes their money through transactional fees. Okay, so it's a cost of doing business. Now, if you're doing, you have 100 accounts, 200 accounts, 300, then the cost comes into play. But if you're doing 1 or 2 accounts, no one is, we shouldn't be concerned about $5, $6, $7, $8. Not when we're trying to make thousands of dollars with ONPASSIVE, right? We shouldn't be concerned about, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, even 10, right? But so back to this. So now I have the amount in that I want to send, okay? I have the amount in that I want to send, and then we should be good to go. Yeah.
How did you, how were you able to calculate on the other screen? Yeah, how were you able to calculate to change it? Did you round it off or something?
There it is.
Okay.
You feel better now?
Just checking.
Okay. So again, folks, I'm just simply taking this number here, 0.0053744. The 44 is important. Okay. So I'm taking the entire thing, and then I want to add the 0.0000 5, right? Because remember, that's the fee that Kraken is charging, right? On Rocket Fuel doesn't know that it's Kraken that's sending them the money. They don't know this. They don't know where your wallet is. You understand? So they can't include some other wallet's fees. They can only, you know, include their own fees. You understand? So that works? Okay. So this is time sensitive, folks, right? So what I'm going through these steps would be nice and slow, but when you're doing it, you shouldn't be this slow. So it says, you know, QR code expired, right? Okay. So I'm just gonna have to, you know, click it again and do what I need to do. But the point is that this is the number, right? Only 2 things you need from Rocket Fuel. How much do I need to send and where do I need to send it? You understand? You understand, folks? And the reason why, yeah, and the reason why it's time sensitive is because the price fluctuates. Okay, again, not significant. It's not gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be $10 more now when I go to pay. No, but maybe a few cents difference. Could be up, could be less, right? A few cents. You understand?
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
What about if you have it in a wallet instead of on an exchange?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing, right? If it's just a wallet, it's no different. You're gonna send the money from the wallet.
Yeah, so it should be
whether it's a withdrawal, whether it's a send. Okay, so depending on whether you're using an exchange versus a pure wallet, right? But it's the same thing though. You want to take money out and send it somewhere, right? So you just follow the same steps, right? Now, every wallet or exchange is going to have a different process or steps involved, right? Like they may not ask you the network, for example. You understand? Because they don't give you a choice as to whether you want to use the Lightning Network or Bitcoin Network. You know, you may not have to add a wallet address like, oh, I have to do it here. You may just simply do it within the transaction itself. You understand? So, but it's similar though, right? The steps are very similar. You simply have to say, hey, Mr. Wallet or Mrs. Exchange, I need to send this amount of X currency to this address. That's all you're doing, right? So but you have to tell it, you have to input the information, right? So I have to tell Kraken that I want to send Bitcoin and I want to send this amount of Bitcoin and this is the address I want to send it to. That's it. If I don't want to send Bitcoin, I can send something else, right? But I have to make sure the two are in alignment. So if I want to send USDT, for example, okay, now with USDT, I have to pick the correct chain. So whether that's Tron or whether that's Ethereum, okay? So we receive Tron, okay? We receive USDT on the Tron chain, right? Or the Tron network, okay? Same thing, right? That's what we receive when we withdraw from ONPASSIVE, right? It's USDT, right? Which is Tether, okay? That's the coin, right? And then these are the chain. USDT is different because it's a stable coin, okay, as I explained earlier. So I can have this one here. This is what we call the ERC20. It's on the Ethereum chain, okay? Or I can have this one here, Tron, okay? When you go to Rocket Fuel does not have Tron. It does not have USDT TRC20, okay, under Rocket Fuel, okay? It doesn't. So that means you can't pay using USDT TRC20, okay? You can't pay using that. You have to pay on Rocket Fuel. If you want to pay using USDT, you have to pay using the Ethereum chain, okay? But you know this when you go to Rocket Fuel. When you try to do it on Rocket Fuel, okay? We'll do that next. All right, so if I come back here, Marketplace, get it now. Scroll all the way down, click subscribe, okay? I want to pay using crypto. Yeah. Okay. Confirm. Okay. Same 143, because that's what ONPASSIVE charges you, right? Pay with Rocket Fuel. Okay. Now I want to pay using not USDC, okay, but USDT. So I have to go find it, which is Tether, right? USDT. But you can see it says ERC20 beside it. Okay, that is not the same as what you withdraw from ONPASSIVE. What you withdraw from ONPASSIVE is USDT, right? TRC20. So one is E for Ethereum, the other one is T for Tron. Okay, so don't confuse it. But you can't, because when you come here, you'll not find USDT TRC20. You won't find it. Yeah, you can search, right? Put in USDT. Okay, that's the only one that comes up. You understand? So you can't confuse it, because if you're paying attention and looking what's there, you should not get it wrong. Because if you get it wrong, you will lose your money. Okay? Because that's a you problem, right? The error is on your part, not on the network, not on the system. Okay? Because it clearly says USDT ERC20. So that's what I want to pay with. Okay? Same instructions. Okay? And so now it tells me the amount, right? Same thing here. Here's the amount, right? And then here's the wallet address that I'm sending it to. Okay. So
can I ask a question?
Sure.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
But my money is on CIBC. How would I get it over? How would I go over automatically to Bitcoin?
Okay. So you don't have any cryptocurrency. Okay.
No, please. No, please.
Right. Okay. So you have fiat currency. So if you have fiat currency, you'd have to go buy some cryptocurrency. Okay. So I recommend people should buy Bitcoins. That's just my thing. It's easier, it's less fees, but people can buy whichever currency they want. You can go and buy USDT, but it depends on the platform that you're using. Okay, some platform, depending on the country you're in, will not allow you. Like here in Canada, I can't buy USDT in Canada. Won't allow me to do so. Okay. So each platform and your country, all those things different, but we can address that more, right? As far as how to buy, how to purchase. We really just want to show people how, if you already have crypto, so whether because you withdrew it from ONPASSIVE, so now you have it and you want to use it to pay, or whether you already had it from before, or whether you were able to go and buy it, okay? And then how to, now that you have it, how do you make the payment? So that's really what this video was for, was just to show people how to make the payment, okay? So that there's no confusion. So again, right, in this case, I'm looking to send this amount of USDT ERC20, okay? So I come to Kraken and I tell Kraken what I'm doing, right? So I'm telling Kraken that I'm using the Ethereum network, which is ERC20, right? I'm using Tether USDT, okay? I already have a wallet address because obviously I've made payments, right? So I already have a wallet address that's there, but for our purpose, we would have to add, you'd have to add this wallet, understand? You'd have to add this wallet so they know. All right, add new wallet address, same thing's gonna happen. Neslin has 2, right? Address, put the address there, add the address. Okay, now it's in the system. The same thing's going to happen. It's going to send me an email. I have to go and click on confirm the email, etc. Okay. Once I do that, I can use it. But I just simply come here and I put the amount in. Remember, 2 things you need, folks: the amount, right, and the address. That's it. Put it in there. Now you can see where it says the withdrawal fee is USDT, right? $8. Okay? It's USDT. It has a higher fee. Why? Because there's no fluctuation in the price. So again, the company needs to make their money. Company meaning Kraken. Kraken needs to make its money. Okay, so they charge $8. And it doesn't matter the amount. If I was doing 2,000, okay, you know, it's going to be the same fee, right? So again, I want to add this fee on top of this amount. So instead of 143, I would need to send one. How much am I sending, Neslin? Too slow. Okay.
That's what I know.
Right. So 151.0, whatever. Okay, that's what I'll be sending. Okay, if I was to make this payment, and that's it. Right. It really is that simple, folks. Right. And you know, obviously, you know, this would populate, right? Once I have an address and all that, because I have to put a withdrawal address in. Right. So I have to put this one, but it says unverified because I've not gone back to my email to click the link. You understand? But this is one I've done before. So if I wanted to make the payment, right, but it has to be the proper link because you see how the address is different, right? This is 0x7, this is 0x5. So I can't use a previous address to send the money because that is not what this transaction relates to.
14.
You understand? Right? So they will not be able to track it if I'm using another address that I've saved. So I have to use the right address. Okay? So if I'm doing multiple payments, I have to use whatever address it gives me each time. Okay? So all I would simply do is just add it. Like you saw me add the address. And when I come now to get it, right? When I come to get the address, I just choose. Okay? So if this was verified, I simply click on that and it'll go there. Simple. Okay? Please tell me, please verify your new address by accessing the link in your email. Okay? So once that's verified and this message would not appear, right? All that would happen is once I put the address in, I just click here, the withdraw button. And it'll take me to the next screen. Okay? How simple that is. I'm gonna actually make a payment, right? But I want to show you all this stuff first before I actually do it. Okay, so everyone is clear on what we're doing, right? I simply go into the ONPASSIVE site, I go through the steps to make the payment, I tell them I want to use crypto, right? And when I click confirm order, this is the page that comes up. If I clicked on credit card, the page that would come up would be for me to put my credit card information in. But I'm not using credit card, I want to use crypto. So I click on it, and then this tells me, let's go back, right? Change currency. It's asking me, well, you know, what do you want to send? What are you going to send us? How are you making your payment? Are you making your payment with Bitcoin, which is BTC? Are you making your payment with Ethereum, which is ETH, and so on? Right? What are you making your payment with? There's a whole bunch of coins, folks. Right? That they accept. Understand? So I can pay using Bitcoin. I can pay using, you know, you see these ones with the little rocket. They tell you those are the fastest ones to use, right? And that's because of the volume. These other ones down here, you know, they don't have much volume. So they're not easily tradable, right? Or exchanged. So these ones here that you see with the rocket, but stick to the majors though. Pay with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, right? You know, or Tether, right? Let's just stick to those. I've seen people pay with DAI, I've seen people pay with Dash, you know, again, to each their own, but I just play with the majors, right? Bitcoin represents 50% of the market, right? It's $500 billion, okay? So the market itself is about 1.1 trillion right now, okay? Half of that market belongs to Bitcoin, right? And then Ethereum. Bitcoin and Ethereum combined represents about 70% of the entire cryptocurrency market. There's lots of cryptocurrencies, folks. Most of them are garbage. Okay, so don't play with what you don't understand. Stick to, you know, the basics. which is Bitcoin. I would say Bitcoin or the USDT. Those two in particular. Okay, for our purpose, right? For ONPASSIVE purpose. Okay. So again, I tell the system what I want to pay with. I say I want to pay with Bitcoin. Okay, they give me the instructions, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so here's my price. See, the price is a little bit different. Okay, it's 537477. Okay, slightly changed. Okay, not significantly, but slightly. Okay, so I have to make sure I'm always using what this is telling me, not what I used last time. You understand? It's what this is telling me. And the same for the address. What address is it telling me to send it to? I have to copy that address. And I just have to click this, because what you see here is a shortened version of the actual address. The address is long, right? See the dot, dot, dot? That tells you there's some stuff in between there, okay? So when I click this, it copies the entire thing, right? And I come over here, and I just have to paste it, okay? But I have to switch all this up. I'm not using Tether now, I'm using Bitcoin, okay? Network is Bitcoin, okay? Withdrawal address, whoops. Add address, I have to go through that process, okay? Now it's written. Pass 3. Okay, add the address. What's it gonna do? Send me an email. Okay, I have to go confirm the address. Because you can't come back to Kraken and say, hey, you guys made a mistake. You understand? You sent it to the wrong address. No, you entered the address that you wanted. You went to your email and you confirmed that this address is correct. You understand? Then you did your transaction, right? So they're protecting themselves by doing all of this and also protecting your account, because someone can't, hack into your account and then be able to withdraw. In order to withdraw, you have to be able to get into that email address. So see how important your email is? Okay, but it's the email that's associated with your Kraken account, right? Or, we're strictly speaking about Kraken. Right? Other providers are different. Some of them will not send you an email to confirm anything. Once you hit that button, boom, the funds is sent. So hopefully you did it correctly. You understand? But I find Kraken very easy to set up. It's very easy to navigate. I can buy crypto within Kraken. So for the person who mentioned that they have money in CIBC or wherever, right? If Kraken is available in your country, okay, and you open an account, you just go through the process. Said you can buy, you can sell, you can convert. So for example, I pull out USDT and I send from ONPASSIVE and I send it here to my Kraken wallet. Okay. Now, if I don't want USDT and I want to use something else, I convert the USDT into, let's say, Bitcoin. I can convert it. Okay. So I just simply convert it. It's done pretty much instantly and you're good to go. Right. When I want to withdraw money from Kraken, so let's say I took money from ONPASSIVE, right? I made a withdrawal, the money now shows up in my Kraken account. Now I want to take that money to my bank account because I want to go spend it. I want to go pay some bills, right? So for me, being in Canada, I have the option to do an e-transfer. When I do an e-transfer, it automatically goes into my bank account in 2 minutes. Literally in 2 minutes, it shows up in my bank account. From Kraken to my bank account in 2 minutes. If you're in the US, I think it takes, I believe it takes like 24 hours. Right, so you do the transfer and then come next day, it shows up in your bank account. Okay, I don't know about other countries. I can only speak to those two because I can confirm transactions in both of those two countries. Okay, but that's how quick it is. So now I have the money in my bank account, I go do what I want to do just like normal. Okay, so crypto is just simply an intermediary step that I need to take from cash to ONPASSIVE. Okay, that's all it is. So instead of withdrawing money from ONPASSIVE directly to my bank account, I can bring it into my crypto. I can save it there, store it there, keep it there. You understand me? For however long I want to keep it there for. If I'm a savvy investor, trader, etc., right? I can do some things within there to make money on top of my money and blah, 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 all this fancy stuff, okay? There's a lot people can do, right? But also know, and if money can go up, money can also go down, okay? Always be aware of that. Okay, so don't say, oh, I put some money into Bitcoin, so oh my gosh, my Bitcoin went up, so I actually have more money than I actually put in there. All right, so you know what, let me just leave it there forever, right? Okay, that Bitcoin price could also go down. And so what you put in there is now is less than what you had. You understand? So I'm not encouraging people to go play with this stuff or none of that. I'm just simply saying you can use this to make your payments, okay? And you can use this to get your withdrawal, get your money out, and then you decide where you want to send that money to, okay? You can send it from one wallet, from an exchange, for example, to an actual wallet and store it in that wallet, whatever. You can keep it in USDT so that it stays pretty much the same value all the time, right? Or whatever it is that you're doing in your life, okay? Or just bring it to your bank account, you know, and then go pay your bills or, you know, whatever you have to do with it, okay? But the payment, getting back to the payment, very, very simple and straightforward. So now I'm gonna actually make a payment now, okay? So I'm gonna do everything from scratch. Okay, so this is going to take me back to the OES. Okay, so I'm back here. Okay, so here we go from scratch. All right, so I'm inside here. Over here, I want to withdraw. I already know this, right? Okay, so let's go. So here I am inside this particular OES account. I want to go purchase OConnect. I click on Marketplace. Okay. Screen comes up, shows me, yeah, get it now. Click on get it now. I scroll all the way down. All right, this is the subscribe button. I click it. Okay. I want to pay with crypto. So I click it. Right, I see the 143, so I know I'm good. Okay, confirm order. Right, and one more thing, why is it 143? Because of the 107. So see, it's using, this is checked, it's using the 107 from the revenue wallet. That's the $10 welcome bonus plus the 97 that was refunded. Okay, I now take the crypto that I'm going to use, which is the 143. Okay, and I'm good to go. So here we are in Rocket Fuel, pay with Rocket Fuel. Okay, I'm going to use Bitcoin. Okay, here's the instructions. Okay, I want the address. I'll put the address. Okay, I'm going to come back over here into Kraken. I want to withdraw. Okay, I'm withdrawing Bitcoin. Okay, the network is Bitcoin. Okay, I'm going to add, right, the address. So there's the address that I'm sending it to. I'm going to call it Naslin Test Real. I'm going to do it now for real. Okay, so add withdrawal address. Okay, it sent me the email. I'm going to stop sharing, go into the email to go get it. Okay, find it, because there's 1,000,001 of them. Okay, so I get the most recent one, right? This one was just sent minutes ago, or 0 minutes. And I find it, and I click confirm address. That's all I'm doing. Okay, it tells me that the address is ready for withdrawal. So now I can come back to the screen. Okay, and down with that, back to share. Share screen. Okay. Okay. So we should be good. So the address right? Here it is, Neslin test real, okay? So there's the real, okay? So I'm sending it there. The amount, so I have to come back over here now and I copy this amount, okay? And you don't round it off, okay? You need all of those digits, they're important. Come here, I put it in here, here's the withdrawal amount. Remember my 0.00005, so basically 4 zeros after the decimal place and a 5. So I go 4 zeros after the decimal place, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then I have to add the 5 to this, okay? So when I add the 5 to this becomes a 2, and this becomes a 4, okay? So there's the amount that I'm sending, because they're gonna subtract what I just added when I send it so that the exact amount goes, okay? So now I'm gonna click withdraw BTC, okay? Withdraw BTC, okay? And again, it's telling me to confirm, right? Confirm that you're withdrawing, right? Here's the address, okay? And here's the amount, and here's the fee, okay? Everything is there for me to see. See, withdraw this amount right here, okay? That's the amount that I'm sending. Okay, they're getting their fee, so everybody's happy, okay? So I click withdraw, click. Withdrawal successfully submitted, okay? That's what Kraken says. I come back over here and see what's gonna happen on this page, because it was sent. Okay, it's going to take some time for this page to come back and tell me that, oh, payment was done successfully, okay? And then they'll give me the choice to go back to the OES, okay, to where I was. But in a nutshell, that's really it, folks. It's very, very simple and straightforward. Once you have your wallet or exchange or whatever, okay, you know, for all intents and purposes, an exchange is also a wallet. Okay, so when I say wallet, so whether it's, you know, an actual wallet or whether it's an exchange, meaning that you can buy, sell, trade, you can do all those other stuff, right? In a wallet, you can't, in a true wallet, you can't actually, you know, trade and do all these fancy stuff inside there, okay? That you can on an exchange, right? But Kraken is who I'd recommend for 99% of the people, okay? And so, no, I'm not giving you a referral link or nothing like that. Just go to kraken.com and you just set up an account. It's simple and straightforward, okay? And you're good to go, right? Because it's accepted and it's used in over 190 countries, okay? So it's widely used. Right, they do something like, I don't know, 90-something billion a day or whatever, or a week or something like that. They've been around for some time, okay? Again, it is what it is. They've, you know, passed the test of time. It's an American company, by the way. And being an American company, they have to go through the SEC and all this nonsense too, okay? Where they have to pay some fines and all this other stuff because of what the SEC said they were doing. You know, they basically allow people to do what's called staking, meaning I can let some of my crypto just locked away for a year, let's say, like just leave it there, and they'll pay me interest on it. So they'll pay me like, you know, 4% for the year or something like that, right? Depending on the coin, it varies, right? And so the SEC came back to them and told, oh, no, what you're offering securities, blah, 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 and all this stuff. And so in the end, you have to pay some fine. Again, that's another story, but it's not for this video, okay, as to how these so-called agencies work. It's always about money. It's never about anything else. It's not about truth. It's not about facts. It's about money, okay? But anyways, so this will take some time, folks, but the bottom line is the transaction is done, okay? It is done. But if you're not going anywhere and you want to stick around, I'm good until my next thing is not until 4 o'clock. So I'm good from that standpoint, but it's done, right? But you know what we'll do in the video, you know, we can edit the time delay. You know what I mean? Because it will take some time, right? But we can just so that people can see that we came back here, and then they'll be able to see what the end screen is going to look like. Okay, but there is time in between for the transaction to occur, because Kraken now has to send the money to Rocket Fuel. It goes through the blockchain. There's confirmation that's involved, right? And so after so many confirmations, then it's okay. Yep, everything is good. Then it's released, and it's taken care of. Okay. Yep.
And were you always using Kraken, or there were other exchanges that you used before? And how do you
use
Kraken?
Sorry, go ahead. Say that.
And how do you compare? How do you compare Binance against Kraken?
So I don't use Binance because I'm a Canadian. Okay, and so we can't. Okay, Coinbase don't allow USDT for Canadians. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Depending on the country that you're in, right? There are limitations, but nothing wrong with Binance. I just find Kraken is very easy to use, so therefore I use it. But I do have others that Kraken is not the only one that I use. I use Probit, which they're out of South Korea. ShakePay, Canadian company. So there are others, but if there's one that I can just give as a general rule, as a blanket solution, it would be Kraken. Right? Only because, like I said, there's a lot more countries that can use it, right? And the ease of use. This is very simple and straightforward. It tells you buy, sell, convert, deposit, withdraw. Right?
Yeah, and from the example you did, looks like the fees are quite reasonable. Yeah.
Probit is $20. You know what I mean? So like I paid for one account, it cost me like $25, $26 or something like that was the fee total. But it is what it is. So I've tried different ones, and I checked out the fees and all that stuff. Again, I recommend these guys because they're charging the dollar something, $1.35 or something like that. Is what they're charging. Now, if I wanted to convert USDT, right? It's 1.5% is what they charge. So if I'm converting 10,000, right? Because obviously the more you convert, the more. I was helping someone, and we did a transaction. I think it was like 17,000. I think it was, and I think the fee was like $200 and something or something like that. They're like, "Whoa, that's expensive." I'm saying, no, it's not. All right, it's 1.5%. I have another provider that I use, and so they will send money directly to my bank account, or they'll send me cash to my door in exchange for my crypto. But it's a limited supply that they use. It's about maybe 4 or 5 coins, but I primarily use Bitcoins with them to exchange into cash. But they charge 5%. Okay, so I was trying to give her the comparison that no, these guys are charging 1.5. You're saving yourself 3.5%. It's a big difference, especially over time and the amount of money. Imagine, let's say you do 100,000 in 1 year, right? And you're charging 5% of that, right? So it makes a difference paying $5,000 in fees versus $1,500 in fees. You know what I mean? So it makes a difference. But obviously, the larger the amount, the larger the number is, but the actual percentage stays the same. So 1.5% is very, very reasonable. So that's why I recommend Kraken. See, and there you go. Thank you for submitting the payment. Depending on the blockchain network, the transaction can take a few minutes to process. So now they're going to redirect in a few seconds. Okay. So we're finished with rocket fuel, and then it takes you right back to your OES. Okay. So how do I know the transaction was done? Because it takes you back to the OES eventually. Okay. And then it tells you, amount will be credited to your wallet within 24 hours. Please check the status, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And that's it. Transactions are done. Easy peasy.
Could you go back to your page so I could see like the Kraken logo, please?
It is right there.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, so
Thank you very much.
you're welcome. So I mean, like, I'm not a big fan of apps. Okay, that's just me personally, right? Especially when it comes to money. Okay, so I don't use my phone for any kind of financial transactions. That's just me. I try to do everything through my web browser, and preferably on my PC, as opposed to the web browser on my phone. Even my emails, I don't check my emails using the app. I will go through the web browser and check my emails. Right? Apps are more susceptible to being hacked and stuff like that. But again, that's just my personal preference. Okay, just so people know. But hey, some people, they do everything on their phone, so that's a personal preference.